Today, we're diving into a classic Aussie term that gets thrown around all too often: bogan. Now, if you're not from Australia or new to the term, let's break it down for you. In Australian culture, bogan has become the go-to word for describing an unsophisticated person. Think of it as a kind of Aussie equivalent to the American term redneck. Interestingly, the term bogan originated in Melbourne. It started as a bit of local slang and then spread like wildfire. Meanwhile, over in Sydney, folks were using the term westie to describe a similar type of person, especially from the western suburbs. But as the years rolled on, bogan took the crown and is now used nationwide. It's a word that's become embedded in our lingo, sometimes used playfully, sometimes not. Now, here's where things get a bit muddled. The term bogan has absolutely nothing to do with accents. Some folks get it twisted, confusing the broad Australian accent with being a bogan. And that, my friends, is a massive misconception. There's no such thing as a bogan accent. It's a myth. You might hear someone speaking with a strong Aussie twang, and some might jump to conclusions. But let's not be quick to judge. Let's set the record straight. Some of Australia's most legendary figures spoke with a broad Australian accent. Legends like Bob Hawke, Paul Hogan, and the one and only Steve Irwin, true blue Aussies who wore their accents proudly. They were far from bogans, yet they spoke with that distinct, broad Aussie twang. It's a part of who we are, part of our national identity. And these accents? They tell stories of our history, our laid-back attitude, and our connection to the land. So, what makes someone a bogan, then? It's all about behavior and attitude, not how you sound. Picture this. You could be upper class, middle class, or anything in between and still be a bogan. You might be sipping champagne at a fancy event or having a barbecue in your backyard, it doesn't matter. The term transcends accents and class. It's about lifestyle choices, habits, and a certain, let's call it, flair, for the unsophisticated. Being a bogan isn't about your accent. It's more about your mindset and how you carry yourself. It's about embracing a certain rough around the edges charm, or maybe just not caring about societal norms. But here's the kicker. Anyone can have bogan traits. That doesn't mean everyone is a bogan. It's just one part of a colorful and diverse national tapestry. It's part of what makes Aussies, well, Aussies. Let's be clear, mates. The term bogan has zero connection to whether you speak with a broad Aussie accent, a refined one, or something in between. The world's changing, and so is the way we speak, but that doesn't mean we should be labeling anyone who doesn't sound like a city slicker as a bogan. Some of our most creative, intelligent, and inspiring people speak with a broad accent. It's not a measure of intelligence, character, or worth. So let's put this myth to rest once and for all. A bogan is defined by actions and attitudes, not by the way someone speaks. Whether you're talking like Crocodile Dundee or rocking a new urban Aussie vibe, it's what you do, not how you sound, that counts. So next time you hear someone use bogan to describe an accent, give them a friendly nudge and set the record straight. Let's celebrate our diverse accents and rich culture without tossing labels around carelessly. Australia's about mateship, fairness, and giving everyone a fair go, regardless of how they sound. Remember, it's the Aussie way to keep things real, stay true to yourself, and above all, get it right, mate. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Aussie insights.